Hi everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, I will share with you history about Stasi Museum as well as some pictures taken during my visit in the Stasi Museum in Berlin, Germany. The Stasi was the Ministry of State Security in East Germany. It functioned from 1949 until the reunification of Germany in 1990. At its peak, Stasi employed over 91,000 full-time staff and utilized an extensive network of unofficial collaborators to gather information on citizens. The agency's authority was dismantled following the fall of the Berlin Wall in November 1989, leading to public uprisings against its operations. The last remnants of the Stasi officially ceased to function in May 1990, marking the end of a significant chapter in East Germany history. Where is Stasi Museum located? In Normannenstraße, to the east of Berlin city center, you will find Stasi Museum, formerly home of the Ministry of State Security. The complex of buildings at Normannenstraße is the original financial office for the surrounding district, and it is not until 1961 that the Ministry of National Security was established in the building. Building number 1 was then occupied by Erich Mielke for almost 3 decades. During the 1970s, the size of the Stasi operation expanded greatly and occupied the whole site, even taking over an apostolic church building. This building complex became the control center for surveillance throughout East Germany and an embodiment of state power. The ministry remained until the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. On 15 January 1990, the building was occupied by demonstrators. There was a growing popular demand to disband the Stasi's operations and make their files public, and process moved quickly. In this building, you can discover how the Stasi operated, and you can also take a look at their original technologies such as bugs, hidden cameras, and weapons. The main attraction is the office of Erich Mielke, Minister of State Security and head of the Stasi from 1957 to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. The second floor of the building remains untouched since the days of the Stasi, complete with desks, chairs, and filing cabinets. By November 1990, a volunteer group mounted the first public exhibition in the building, allowing ordinary East Germans in for the first time in decades, something unthinkable only a few months before. Today, visitors can see the permanent exhibition on state surveillance during that era and see the highly secretive methods used for spying on citizens. The museum also explains how informants were recruited, how the population was controlled, and ordinary people shared how surveillance impacted their lives. At the heart of the museum, on the second floor, you can see the ministerial offices, where even the curtains and telephones are untouched from the days when they were occupied by Mielke and his colleagues. In this museum, you can see some spying devices hidden in some common items, including a water can, a tie, a bag, a purse, a button, and a belt. There is even a door with some wiring devices tapped inside. If you want, you can also borrow an audio guide for your individual tour. It was really interesting to visit the museum to get to know more about the history.